Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is Julie Jameson. I'm so glad that you're here. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're subscribed to the channel, welcome back. And as you can see, things are a little different today. I haven't been posting any yin yoga videos because I actually broke my foot a few weeks ago. And I've been taking the time necessary to go ahead and heal my foot. So I'm able now to finally start to move it a little more. You can see that it's in a boot. So I wanted to make this video for anybody who has an injured foot, who's in a boot, who just is dealing with a foot or ankle injury like me, but still wants to continue to be mobile in some way. I made this video for you. It's going to be a quick full body yin yoga video because it is still important to be able to move your body. Yes, rest of course, but you don't want to remain stagnant to the point where your joints start to hurt because you're not moving whatsoever. And especially if you're on crutches, your upper body is probably very, very tense like mine was when I was initially on crutches before the boot. So I wanted to make this video for you guys. Please, before you start this video or any other workout video, exercise, yoga, whatever it is, please make sure you get clearance from your doctor to make sure that it's okay for you to do these videos. I have this bench here because some of the poses are easier to do on a bench, or if you have a sofa, or if you're in bed, it's just easier to do when you have an injured foot or ankle. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start with a deep inhale. Hold at the top, huge exhale. One more time, inhale. And deep exhale. Okay, we're gonna start with a beautiful neck stretch here. So I want you to take your right hand and just gently glide the left side of your neck towards the right side of your shoulder with your left hand on your surface, whatever that is, whether that's a chair, a bed, a sofa, what have you. I want you to go ahead and just hold this pose, which is graceful bow, by the way. And we're just gonna hold the poses for 1 minute. And I'm not gonna do any sort of rebounds, only because it's just tricky to kind of move around with a boot. And I wanna make this as safe as possible for you guys, for myself. So in my experience, I've just found that not doing the rebound while you're injured with a foot injury is just easier on the body, and we want to make sure that we honor the body here. So you're going to feel a beautiful stretch on the left side of your neck, and I wanted to be intentional and do a full body workout specifically on the top portion of the body, because whenever we have an injury on, let's say, the lower part of the body, the top portion of the body kind of has to overcompensate for that injury. And so we want to make sure that we're stretching the fascia in the upper body. And we're going to focus a little bit on that today, even though it is a full body yin yoga session. Breathing in and out through the nose. Okay, love that. So now we're going to move on to the opposite side. With your left hand, you're going to gently glide your head over to the left shoulder, and you're placing your right hand on your surface, making sure your shoulders are down and relaxed, and you're gently gliding. You're not pulling in any way, you're gently gliding. And now this time you're going to feel a beautiful stretch on the right side of that neck. Breathing in and out through the nose. I did forget to mention that it would be nice if you had some pillows or blocks for today's session, just because we're going to do a beautiful shoulder stretch later on. And if you don't have pillows, you can like roll up some blankets, just something to give you some height, and we'll talk about that more in a few. to eagle arms very quickly to stretch out that inner portion of the shoulder. And so what I want you to do is lift your arms bent at the elbow. You're going to take your right arm, cross it over your left. You can clasp your hands if you want. And then I need you to lean forward. And we're going to feel a stretch in the middle of, in between your shoulder blades basically, but mostly on the right side. And that's because we have our right arm over our left. And I want you to just really fall into this pose. I want you to drop your shoulders. I don't want them up to your ears. I want you to really unfold and relax here. And if this is too much for you, you can just simply hug yourself as well. But for a deeper stretch, if you can somehow get to this pose, that would be great. But again, do what feels good for your body. That is the one thing that I love, or the many things I love about yin yoga, is that you can tailor it to your body and anatomy. Lift on up, and now we're going to go for the opposite side. So we're going to place our left arm over our right, and we're going to lean forward, and I'm going to turn to the right side just so you can see what the back looks like. So you should have felt a beautiful stretch on the left side of your shoulder blade, also in the middle portion in between your shoulders. So now we're going to actually get rid of this bench, because the remaining exercises, or poses I should say, are going to be lying down. So this is a little tricky, but as you can see, we've kind of gotten better at it. So with your pillows or blankets or blocks, I want you to stack whatever it is that you have. You can also do this on your bed if that feels better. So I'm just going to use pillows here, and we're going to stack these. And then I want you to lay on your back for this pose that is going to actually stretch the upper part of your arms. So we're going to hold this one for actually 2 minutes. And this here is going to stretch your shoulders, your arms, your upper chest. And you can bend your legs, or you can leave them flat on the floor. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and bend. And this is a great pose, especially if you've been on crutches for a while, and as you know, that aggravates your underarm, your shoulders, your wrists. So I love this pose here because it allows for the upper body to get a beautiful stretch here. And the name of this pose is supported fish in yin yoga. Breathing in and out through the nose. If you want to go ahead and open those arms, important to do that because for some reason this corner part of my shoulder sometimes starts to tense up for me. So this is a great stretch to release that tension. So just see what feels good for your body and where your body needs the most nurturing today, and go with that. Two minutes are up. Put my pillows back. And now we're going to, you know what I'm gonna do, because it's just gonna be easier. I'm gonna scoot over to this side so that I don't have to hold my pillows. One of the things that I've learned throughout this process is you have to really take it easy and not do the most of my healing journey with this foot injury. Quick backstory before I get into the next pose. I actually fell down the stairs here at home. I thought I finished going down the steps and I didn't. I had like 3 more steps to go and I fell on my right foot and it was not cute. It hurt like hell, and the sound I will never forget that my foot made when it broke. But here we are. And we are taking the necessary time we need to heal. All right, so let's lie down and we're going to go into twist for a beautiful lower back stretch. So lay on your mat. We're going to bend our legs here, and then we're going to lower them towards the left side of the body, and then opening our arms. If you want to go ahead and use your left arm to guide your legs a little more for a deeper stretch, and you're going to feel this on your lower back. We're going to hold this one for 2 minutes. And with your head, you're going to be looking on the opposite side of where your knees are bent so that you can feel that amazing stretch in your lower back. And if you want to place a pillow under your knee for extra support, feel free. Again, just really listen to your body and see what feels good. I like to kind of guide my legs towards the floor because I feel like it gives me a deeper stretch in my back. And when you're on a boot, it's really hard on your back and on your hip because you're uneven. The boot kind of lifts you up, you know, more from the ground. And I feel that these lower body or lower back stretches are really, really good, which is why I said let's do it for 2 minutes instead of 1. Through the nose. Amazing. 2 minutes are up. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're going to bend our knees. If you need to scoot over to the left side of your mat a bit, and drop your legs towards the right side of your body. And now you are going to look at the on the opposite side, which should be your left side, as you breathe in and out through the nose. I don't know about you, but oh my God, I feel it right here and it feels so good. It's my lower body, my lower back has been on overdrive lately, trying to really support me during this healing process. And if you don't want to place your left foot on top of your right, or whichever foot is injured, you can always just kind of, place that uninjured foot wherever it needs to be, as long as you feel that stretch in the lower back. You can make this pose your own. For your people who are newly injured, that might be a little too much on your foot with that extra weight. So if you need to move that uninjured foot, go ahead, feel free. Amazing. So since we're on the floor, I'm gonna go ahead and add a rebound pose here, just because it's easier to fall into it. I didn't want to do that when we were sitting on that bench, because getting up from the floor and it's just way too much, and I don't want to aggravate our bodies. This is supposed to do the opposite. So we're just gonna lay here on our backs for 1 minute for a beautiful rebound pose, so we can allow for the energy and the chi and the prana to recalibrate in the body as we're stretching that fascia throughout these poses. Breathing in and out through the nose. Amazing. So now we're gonna go into figure 4 pose, because I want to stretch out those hips, which are probably super tense. I don't know about you, but for me they are, because again, on this boot, I'm kind of walking very uneven when I do walk, when I'm on my feet, and it's putting a lot of pressure on this right hip. And so I'm constantly stretching my hips out, just so that I'm not, putting too much pressure and tension on my hips. And so figure 4 is an amazing pose to do, to stretch out. Let me push that in there. To stretch out your hips. So you're going to take your right foot, cross it over your left foot, and you're going to lift your right leg, and what that's going to cause is a beautiful stretch in the right side of your hip, which is the leg that's bent. And the more that you push up this opposite leg, your left leg, the more intense you're going to feel that stretch on the right side. Breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. Relaxing your shoulders. I don't want you doing this. I want you to really relax, because again, the target area is that right hip. That right right side of your hip, not your shoulders, not any other part of your body. Let's pour some love into ourselves today with these beautiful slow poses. Release that. Uncross your legs. Actually gonna lower myself on my mat. And we're gonna do this on the opposite sides. You're gonna cross that left leg on top of your right leg, and you're gonna lift that right leg and use your hands to help support that leg. And now you're gonna feel the amazing stretch here on the left side of that hip. And for me, this is where I can exhale, because my right foot is injured, so this left hip is really overcompensating right now. And so, ooh, this feels so good. Breathing in and out through the nose. Uncross those legs, and we're going to go for a rebound pose, just laying here on our mats on our back. Very simple, for 1 minute. Beautiful resting pose. Breathing in and out through the nose. Beautiful. So I need you to turn your body over to the left side and use your arms to slowly get on off from your back. And we we're gonna go ahead and stretch the inner groin area. So I want you to open up your legs. Open them as much as it feels comfortable for you. I'm gonna hold this pose just for 1 minute. And I want you to use your hands to walk out in front of you. And the further that you walk your arms or your hands, the more intense you're gonna feel that stretch in your inner thigh groin area. So if this is too much for you, you can simply just walk your hands back up. I'm gonna go right here. Usually I can go further away, but because of my foot, I'm really listening to my body and making sure that I am not overextending myself here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Amazing. So I'm not gonna do a resting pose in between this one and our next pose, only because I'm really listening to my body to see what feels good, and that just doesn't feel good. So we're going to now get ready for caterpillar pose, because I want to go ahead and stretch our hamstrings now. And we're going to hold that one for 2 minutes. And just keep in mind that the further you lean towards your feet, the more intense the stretch is going to be in your hamstring area. If you feel comfortable just placing your fingers here, I don't want you to pull your feet in any way, because of course we're dealing with an injury here. Feel free to do that if that feels good to you. For me, it feels good just placing my hands on my lower calf area. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna honor my body. And you may also feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Drop your head, drop your neck, soften your shoulders, and just breathe in and out through the nose. You don't need to point your feet in any direction, whether that's down, up. Just do what feels good for you. I know for me, if I have my feet kind of pointing towards my head, my injured foot starts to aggravate and hurt, and so I don't want to do that. So it's just in a neutral position right now. So again, listen to your body and see what feels good. Amazing. So now we're going to go into our Savasana, which is our final resting pose. So just lower the top portion of your body onto your mat, so you're lying flat on your back. You want to go ahead and open your legs and extend your arms into a star pose. Feel free to do that, or if you want to just keep your feet together and extend your arms, or just keep your arms down. It's up to you, and see what feels good. We're going to hold this here for 3 minutes. actually gonna cross my injured foot over my left foot, only because I feel like I need that extra support. It's starting to aggravate me as I just lay here with this under this hard surface, so this feels better for me. Amazing. So now we're going to just turn on over to our left side so we can gently come on up on our seating pose as we close out this practice. So good. Rolling our necks to our right side. Opposite side, counterclockwise. Beautiful. Rolling our shoulders up and down in a backward direction. Forward. I want us to take some deep breaths. So take a deep inhale. Last time. Now let out a deep sigh. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice for our full body yin yoga sequence with an injured foot. I'm hoping that this brought you some sort of relief and that you're able to come back to this video whenever you feel like your body needs some sort of gentle movement without aggravating your injured ankle or foot. I hope that this served you, and I cannot wait to see you in our next video. Before we leave, I did want to mention that the wait list is open for my Return to Self group program, helping women suffering with chronic pain, who are in burnout, relieve their chronic pain and live a joyful and soft life. So if you want more information on when that program opens up, the wait list is open. I'm going to leave the link down in the description below. If it piques your interest, go ahead and just place your name on the wait list so you'll be the first to know when the program opens up again. So I cannot wait to see you in the next video, and I'm wishing you a speedy and healthy recovery. Until the next one.